You are listening to Slave Song, an enhanced audiobook written by Jay Koh. Episode 2, Part 2. Return to present day. Incheon Bridge, Korea. 3 of the 4 commandos in the front assault team lay down covering fire while their 4th man flanks the remaining KSWAT officer from the side. The commando turns the corner and shoots down the last remaining officer, but he wasn't expecting Song Bae to come out of the overturned van. The first few rounds from Song Bae's borrowed pistol only stuns the commando, his body armor protecting him from the small caliber rounds. Song Bae quickly compensates with a follow-up shot to his face before the man can return fire. The commando is killed instantly. Song Bae decides to upgrade, borrowing the dead man's AK-47 rifle. He also finds a grenade on his vest. Song Bae steals a glance from his cover and finds that the 3 commandos have made a tactical error. They must have assumed that their flanking man had completed his job. The 3 now approach in the open, grouped closely together. Song Bae pulls the pin of the grenade and rolls it toward them. The unexpected explosion at close range kills 2. The remaining commando is on the ground, stunned by the blast. Trying to conserve ammo, Song Bae opts to kill him with a borrowed combat knife. Song Bae pushes the double-edged blade through the left armpit, severing the axillary artery near the heart. Unfortunately, the grenade blast damaged the PK heavy machine gun he was hoping to commandeer to fight the rear assault team. He collects as much spare ammo as he can for the AK-47 and runs to meet the rear commandos. The rear side commandos are holding their positions, using the side railing and the overturned police motorcycles as cover. Song Bae sees that only one KSWAT officer is still up and firing back at them. Surrounding him are 2 injured officers on the ground. Song Bae joins the fight. The KSWAT officer turns to Song Bae in surprise, but his surprise turns to relief as Song Bae unleashes fire toward the commandos with his rifle. The brave officer takes the opportunity to run out into the open, reaching an injured friend a few yards away. He tries to drag him to safety using Song Bae's covering fire. Song Bae clicks the selector to full auto and empties his magazine to cover him, but the commandos are spread out in good tactical positions. Song Bae cannot cover them all. A shot from the side rail hits the officer, and he falls to the ground screaming. Song Bae decides to gamble. There's a chance the commandos are here to take him alive, so Song Bae reloads and moves to the fallen officer. It only takes seconds to empty the 30-round magazine on fully automatic fire. He discards his empty AK-47 and picks up an MP5 while dragging the fallen officer to cover. Song Bae can feel the bullets passing by him but tries not to react. The commandos abruptly pause their return fire, letting Song Bae know of their intention to take him alive. Song Bae can now guess who might have sent them. This complicates his reason for coming back to Korea, and being captured by them will be worse than death. By now, there is mass panic on both sides of the bridge. Civilians are either trying to back up or abandoning their vehicles as they flee on foot. Among this chaos, a single motorbike with 2 riding double weaves quickly toward the fire. As the bike nears the rear of the trapped convoy, the rear passenger props up, raising her M32 semi-automatic grenade launcher. The first launched grenade hits the closest commando behind the railing. The explosion blows him up into the air and off the bridge, his screams fading away until he lands on the water below. The second shot is aimed at the commando taking cover behind a police motorcycle. The grenade hits him directly in the back, knocking him face down before the explosion rips him to 3 pieces. The remaining 2 commandos turn back to respond. The motorbike slides to a stop, the grenade-launching passenger jumping off, letting go of the launcher, and rolling gracefully onto her feet with a pistol drawn. 2 controlled shots from the pistol hit the chest of the nearest commando, along with a 3rd kill shot to the head. The driver of the motorbike pulls out his submachine gun to meet the last commando. The 30-round magazine of his weapon is emptied in one controlled burst. He quickly ejects and reloads the magazine before the last commando's torn body hits the ground. The fight is over with startling efficiency. The 2 warriors now carefully approach the middle of the convoy, where Song Bae is getting ready to make his last stand. They take off their helmets, revealing Lamisa and Magnus. A look of relief washes over Songbei as he spots them. Lamisa runs to him, and they embrace. Magnus stands a few feet away as he and Songbei exchange looks of old friends reunited. Songbei speaks to Magnus.
Can you check on the injured?
Magnus examines the injured officers, putting pressure on wounds where necessary. For most, it was not looking good. A distant call of sirens signals that help is on the way. Lamisa grabs Songbei's hands and tries to drag him away, but he resists. She pleads with Songbei.
They have an escape boat below we can take, but we need to go now.
I'm sorry, but I need to stay. I have unfinished business here.
What are you up to? Why don't you let us in? Let us help you do whatever you need to do.
This one is personal, Lamisa. I can't involve the company. I need to do this alone. Thank you for saving me, but I need to distance you guys from this if I can help it.
Songbei turns to Magnus.
Can you please take Lamisa and go? You guys can't be here right now, you know that.
Magnus is first reluctant but complies. He drags an unhappy Lamisa to the edge of the bridge.
You better stay alive, Songbei. I mean it. Or I will die myself so I can come kick your dead Korean ass in hell.
Songbei smiles bittersweet. They were like family to him and he hated keeping them in the dark. Magnus and Lamisa belay off the bridge to the boat anchored below. Sirens blare closer as the K-SWAT reinforcements finally arrive. 24 officers approach with weapons drawn. Songbei kneels, locks his fingers behind his head, waiting to be chained up again. This is the end of episode 2, part 2. Please subscribe and like to be notified of the next episode upload. Thank you for listening to Slave Song by Jay Koh.